So for whatever reason, I've just really had Sierra on the brain for the last couple weeks. I don't know why. Maybe part of it is kind of I found this kind of cool YouTube channel that was about Sierra speedruns, like people speedrunning old King's Quest, Space Quest, Quest for Glory games. But at the same time, I think maybe I'm mixing up the chicken and the egg here because I actually found that channel while I was just looking up Sierra content on YouTube. So I don't know. It's just been really stuck in my brain. These are some of the most nostalgic games for me. I'll freely admit I'm mostly a Nintendo fanboy. When you're talking about gaming nostalgia, I'm mostly thinking about the NES through N64 days of Mario, Zelda, Final Fantasy, maybe a little Mega Man, a little Metroid, Donkey Kong Country, some puzzle games, some Kirby. But, these Sierra games are one of the few times I ever really got into the world of kind of PC gaming in its most retro form. I'd say some of maybe the best of the Sierra games would be like King's Quest 6. But for some reason, the ones almost maybe the most nostalgic for are the original, not the point and click remake of Quest for Glory 1, aka Heroes Quest, but the one that looks like this, that looks like King's Quest 4, the SCI pixel art, I believe it's called. And this game itself, King's Quest 4, I can't even tell you how many hours I spent wandering around this land in the land of Genesta and the Lot, the good and evil fairies, Tamir, and King's Quest 4 when I was very young. I'm talking about because like my family had this game on the family computer, when it came out in like the late 80s, and so I was maybe like 3-4 years old and I started screwing around in this game, and I credit it as much as, let's speed up Rosella up a couple notches here, as much as books and teaching me how to read, because I would go to screens and I would type look, and I would say wistful, and they don't give you a couple words. The writers for this game, I don't know if it was specifically Roberta Williams or if there was other writers involved too, but they put some effort into evoking something here, and they had to, because as you can hear, the game doesn't have a consistent soundtrack like most console games of the era would, like a Mario game or a Final Fantasy game would, that there's almost constantly music playing, right? Here there is music and sound, but it's mostly you're operating in silence a great deal of the time. So see, we say, I typed look on this little cliff edge here. Wistfully, you stare out over the ocean, wishing you could go home and see your family again. Unfortunately, a reality sets in, and you remember your difficult situation. Turning your head, you look eastward toward a meadowland covered with wildflowers and heave a big sigh of sadness. See, that's a lot of description for the word look. It doesn't just say you're on a cliffside, We get into Rosella, aka your psychology, and it really grabbed my imagination and my attention when I was very young, and I would type look in every screen, not just look rock. They're not look beach. The blue water of the ocean washes serenely over the pretty beach sand. Look ocean. The blue ocean disappears. Look sky. The blue sky seems to merge as one with the vast ocean before you. Look clouds. Billowy clouds. Look birds. You see seagulls flying through the air, and they're never ending quest for food. Look tree, And I just found all that so fascinating. I would look at everything on every screen, everything I could think of. Another kind of let's make a save here. Another thing I liked about the King's Quest games, that some people didn't like, and this is why some people preferred the LucasArts games, is because you can die all the time. For example, this cliff, if we're using Rosella as context, was this cliff look 6, maybe 7 feet tall onto the soft beach sand? Doesn't matter. It's a fatal fall. That last step was a doozy. And then tragic music plays, and Roberta Williams' face comes up. Roberta says, so then you have to restore your game. And some people did not like that aspect of the King's Quest games. I did. I thought it was cool. I thought it was a lot of fun to just die it never screwed me over, because playing these games, I would save I learned from a young age to save every 2 minutes, 3 minutes at the maximum, right? So I never really got screwed over by deaths, because I was always prepared. So I would try to experience every death. Could I solve these games as a kid? No, of course not. No, I had to have it be shown to me what to do, or use a guide, because they printed out some pretty cool guides even back in the day. But yeah, just I I loved all these old Sierra games. I didn't play every single one. I never had too much experience with Police Quest. And some of the ones that were the graphic level before this SCI, the AGI, I think, I found them a little tough and inaccessible. Like the original King's Quest 1 and 2, and the original Space Quest 1 and 2, also, I believe. And I think the first Police Quest and the original version of Leisure Suit Larry 1, which I shouldn't have been looking at that age, but whatever, who cares. I found those a little inaccessible because even by the time I played, those graphics had already soared well beyond that on the NES. But when it moved up to this graphic level, for some reason, it really sucked me in. I found it really fascinating. The scale can be a little weird because you can see Rosella. It seems like the screens are designed with the character roughly in the middle of the screen in mind. That's about where things look right. You walk all the way to the edge of the screen, or I'm sorry, this edge of the screen. Oh, there's a Bard. And Rosella looks kind of tiny. Whereas if you walk to the other edge of the screen, Rosella looks huge. She looks bigger than the house. She looks like a kaiju over here. But yeah, I always let, and you can talk to, I think it's a Bard, talk to Bard. You say hello to the minstrel. The minstrel looks at you in surprise. Well, who do we have here? He asks. You introduce yourself as Rosella. Hello, Rosella, the minstrel says. Let me play for you one of my favorite tunes. And he begins to play an old ballad. Unfortunately, his musical skills are quite limited. I don't know. Ask about Tamir. Let's see what he says. Oh. On the quest for glory games, you ask. Talk again. You unthinkingly speak again. Talk. Plays green sleeves. Look at Bard. He seems to be a lute player. I don't know. Punch Bard. You are not a violent girl, Rosella. Kill Bard. You're not a murderous girl. Kiss Bard. That could get you in more trouble than it's worth. I don't know. Get loot. The minstrel is not going to give you his livelihood. See, ultimately, you would just kind of explore these worlds, and I'm not going to play this whole game on the stream by any means. I'm just kind of going to screw around for 20-30 minutes. I would like to play through the whole game on a stream at a future date, but not just right now. But yeah, I would like to eventually. But now I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about my Sierra nostalgia and how these games really piqued kind of a curiosity in gaming and fantasy and reading in me. Look House. Fisherman Shack looks badly in need of repair as the sun, wind, and salt have taken their toll. An old pier leads out, and you just keep going down the paragraphs and looking at more and more. Look Ocean, probably the same as, it disappears in the horizon. Look Anchor, you'd see an anchor, and then you type get anchor, and I believe it's too heavy for you to move. Look, I don't know. No chimney. I thought maybe look door. So I would just try to look at everything. Open door. There's a lady. Look. The inside of the Fisherman Shack looks as shabby as outside. You see a tired woman knitting at the table. Look, woman. Poor and tattered woman. She looks tired and a little grumpy. Talk. Introduce yourself to the fisherman's wife. With little patience, she responds, "What are you doing here, young lady? Can't you see I'm busy? We have enough problems without worrying about you." So then, of course, I would kill woman. You are not a murderous girl, Rosella. I don't know. Kiss woman. She wouldn't appreciate it. Now let's, should we rob the house? Look, barrel. Look, stove. Let's see. Get food. Get teapot. Get yarn. No, it's not yours. Get fish. Oh, get fish. It's firmly attached to the wall. And as you'll see here in a second, Tamir appears to take place on an incredibly tiny planet where you go north about 4 or 5 screens, and it doesn't block you off at the end, but you loop around, which is not how geography works. Unless you are, in fact, in a planet that's about, what would you say, about 1/4 of a mile around. Unless that's what Tamir is supposed to be, which I don't think is the case. The Quest for Glory games were a little more realistic in that sense. In those games, you rammed up against kind of mountain walls and valleys at the edge of the map. That explained the end of the map. You didn't loop around. But yeah, I just love these graphics. They look really cool. Look, river. And you could try to drink. Ah, it tastes good. Swim. It's too shallow for swimming. Pick flowers. And so everything looks pleasant here, but even as early as this screen, you can see some early hints of darkness. And so I know what that is under the bridge, but if you're actually playing this game in 1988, you'd look bridge. A rustic stone bridge adds a bit of charm. Oh, I forgot to look in general. A gentle stream meanders its way through the trees. A rustic stone bridge crosses its path. You'd look under bridge. You kneel down and peer under the bridge. Ah, you found a small golden ball. You pick it up and carry it with you. And I like do. And you can already see you can see an evil crow in the sky. Look trees. There are numerous trees in these woods. Look, you're running through a thick wood, which is apparently about 50 feet from the edge of the beach. But I don't know, maybe that's possible. But yeah, you can see things getting a little creepier already. And I'll save because I got that ball. But yeah, I loved exploring these games as a kid. Ooh. What's up here? The beautiful pool with its elegant marble columns is a wonderful setting in these woods. The water looks so cool and inviting, you're almost tempted to jump in. Look, boy. Look, angel. Look, I think it's supposed to look, Cupid. Cupid happily splashes and frogs in the clear water of the pool. Now, I believe what we want to do here is go and steal his shit. Gank his shit. Oops. That wasn't great. Let's try again. Now, I know what this is. I know it's a bow, but if you're, if you're playing this in 1988, okay, it does say, you see a little gold, see, they thought through the text parsers pretty well. You see a little golden bow and 2 golden arrows on the ground by the pool. Get bow. Dee-da-dee-dee. And we'd save again. Oop. Can we drink? You drink some of the pool water, it quenches your thirst. Swim. I don't know. And of course, if you're playing this when I first played it when I was 4, but if you're a little older, if you're like 12, you'll obviously try to get Rosella naked. And they even thought of that. Oh, and if you type in the swear words, perhaps you want to purchase Leisure Suit Larry. But yeah, just exploring these worlds. So can I get around? Yes, I can. Now let's save because I don't want to have to do that again. Let's see what's going on. See, things are pretty ominous here. In fact, I think you can get killed on the screen. You have entered a shady wooded area with birds calling from trees. You notice a pool in the distance to the north. Look, birds. Look, tree. Look, rock. Get rock. It's too big. Oh, there's the raven. Look, raven. Doesn't look to be a friendly bird at all. I swear you can get killed by a... Is Pan there? Oh, yeah, there he is. Look, Pan. Oop. Look, Pan. You see a lively creature who is both man and goat. He is a satyr. His name is Pan. He seems to be enjoying his flute music. Talk, Pan. He pays you no mind. He's too wrapped up in his flute. I thought an ogre could come and kill you on the screen, but I could be wrong. Whatever. Let's see. And so here's a little lagoon. A lovely pond. Atop one of the large lily pads, you notice a large frog wearing a little golden crown. Look, frog. Talk, frog. Ribbit, ribbit. What'd you expect? Now, I think you're supposed to give ball to frog. Is that right? You accidentally drop the golden ball in the pond from atop a lily. The green frog leaps in the water, disappears from view. A moment later, the frog emerges with your lost ball. Seems as if the frog is returning your gold ball to you. Where'd he go? Let's see. Let's kill the frog. No. Okay. Get ball. You can't do that now. Get frog. Oops. Get frog. Squinching your nose, you hold the frog. Let's see, I believe you have to kiss frog. You look at the frog's green lips. Good. You feel silly. You put your mouth against the frog's. The little frog turns into a handsome prince. Who are you? I thought you were supposed to be a princess. You're nothing more than a peasant. You blanch at that remark, but say nothing, because she actually is a princess. Well, ta-ta, I'm off. You may keep this. He tosses the gold crown to you as he takes his leave. Good riddance. And it looks like he headed right to be killed by an ogre, but let's get the ball as well. Nice. Ooh, look how creepy we are. Just a few screens to the east of the beach. Look. Run down gloomy cemetery, overgrown with grass and weeds. Oh, this is another beautiful screen. Yeah, the artwork is pretty good with what they had to work with in, what, 88 or whatever. You come across a cute house built right into the huge tree, an old water wheel. Normally, I think you're supposed to go in there and clean, but it takes a while. And like I said, I'm not doing a full playthrough here. I'm just screwing around for 20 minutes or so. So I won't do all that. Eventually, I will do a full playthrough of this game, but not right now. But I just wanted to show it off and talk about my nostalgia. Oh, there's the ogre. This scared me so bad as a kid. These random monsters who come and get you. Let's see. Look, you see a large. It looks very formidable. It might be. Look, man. The ogre looks mean. Kill ogre. You have no way of killing a giant ogre. Shoot ogre. Can we use the bow? You can't do that now. Now, the game maybe could have explained that a little better. But anyway, talk, ogre. There's no time. And, oh no, you're caught. The ogre grabs you by the braids and drags you to an untimely end. Dinner will be on you tonight. So that's pretty grim. It's very disturbing. It's very disturbing. The silence makes it all the more ominous. The ogre's door is locked. So yeah, things have gotten pretty spooky pretty quick here. This is a creepy place. Yeah, no shit. You found a grove of very odd and scary looking trees. A thick forest surrounds the grove. Talk trees. Trees do not have the capacity to talk. Kill tree. Oop. Wouldn't you know it, you've been caught. See, this game's full of creepy shit, man. It scares the shit out of me. Still does. I still get goosebumps playing this game. And I'm old as fuck now, and it's still scary. Okay, now here's maybe the screen I was thinking of where the ogre can get you. Maybe it wasn't the other one. Let's see. Look. A thick forest of fine pine trees surrounds you. See a house in the distance to the north. Look, house. It's too far in the distance to see clearly. I'm pretty sure the ogre can get you on the screen, but it seems to be less common than the other screen. Look. You're walking through a forest thick with pine trees. A nearby river rushes westward from the distant mountain range. In the distance, you see a large house. Look, river. And I do know generally what... I haven't played this game for maybe 5 or 6 years, but I played it so many times as a kid that I pretty much remember what you're supposed to do. Ooh, this is creepy. Drink. It still tastes good. Look, you see a beautiful waterfall cascading down the mountain in a deep blue pool. And I think if we go north, we're going to run back into the creepo trees. No, with this there. Oh, man, this is scary old cemetery. So we've already pretty much explored from the beach to the westward to the, eastward mountain ranges. And it does seem like a pretty small game, kind of looking at it that way. Like, there's not that many screens in the main body of Tamir. And, of course, there's caves I haven't gone into yet. And Lolot's castle and an island and other stuff. But just exploring the screens does not take terribly long. You could do it pretty quickly. But it's really solving all the puzzles and figuring out where to use each item and what to get. Especially the creepy house over here, I think. Yeah, there's the puzzles in there are totally inscrutable to the child mind. Could not do them without a guide. You know, it's too much to figure out. Now, I want to show off this at least before I dip out of here. So I think you put on the crown, you turn into a frog. You can go in here. And this is the scariest thing in any video game in gaming history to me. A cave. Okay, let's get the board. I'm not supposed to go in here yet. I think there's still items I need that I don't have. Let's see. So look, cave is very dark. You cannot peer through the darkness. Look, bones. Get bone. Is he gonna? So there's You've been caught by the troll. I can't fully describe it, but I found that so deeply horrifying. I was about to say I found it deeply horrifying as a kid, but that was a lie. I still find it deeply horrifying. Oh. Okay, so let's try to look troll. Kill troll. You have no way of killing a vicious troll. Talk troll. Kiss troll? Are you sure you're alright? Let's get out of here. Yeah, that's so scary, man. If I go up this mountain path here, I get caught by the evil fairy, Lolotte, I think her name is, and I have to do a whole deal. Let's see, look. Look worm. You see a fat worm wriggling. Get worm. Dee-da-dee-dee. Almost died there. So that's kind of the gist of it. You just explore the screens. And I haven't done a lot of things that I would take up too much time to show off. Like this whole sequence with the dwarves here would take me the next 10 minutes if I was to show it all off. But yeah, I just wanted to chat about how much nostalgia I have for this game, and a lot of this probably because of just how tactile it is with the typing in the look house. It makes you feel uneasy. Look, is that a bucket outside? You see nothing in the pail. Look, logs. Yeah, I love this. I love this game so much. You cautiously tap on the door and are greeted only with vicious barking. Oh, I thought I was about to get killed by an ogre there. That's a happy little... Rosella, you escaped death from the skin of your teeth there. That's for fucking sure. Yeah, I will soon enough, maybe later this year, do a full playthrough of this on my main channel in one of my gaming streams. But probably I'll just repeat a bunch of this shit I just said. But yeah, I do love this game, and Heroes Quest 1, aka Quest for Glory 1, was in the same style. Also a game I could not beat as a kid, despite having put probably hundreds of hours into playing it. I've got my character pretty high leveled, but the actual puzzles. But yeah, it is kind of funny looking at this today, how Tamir's not that big. I've pretty much shown, just in this quick little stream all the main screens of it already. It's not gigantic, but of course, like, there's that cave I didn't go through, there's the fairy's castle, there's the good fairy's castle, there's that mansion I didn't go in, the spooky one by the graveyard, and that, you know, more than doubles the amount of screens, I would say. So it's not like I showed the whole game, but yeah, most of what we have to do is in these screens I've already showed off. But it felt vast to me as a child, just vast. I would just put in hours in this game, just walking around, trying to figure out what to do and being creeped out in the best way by the ogre and the troll and all the other... There's a shark in the Western Ocean that'll kill you. It's also kind of scary. So yeah, just an all-time favorite of mine. Oh, and here's a pleasant screen to end this stream on. Look. Scent of wildflowers. Can we pick a flower? It would waste your precious time to stop and pick flowers. Okay, we have time to kiss frogs, but not pick flowers. That makes sense. That makes sense.